Hey guys, this is Coffee Chug, and I'm taking a look here to share with you a little bit of the insight of what I'm doing as I head into 2016. If you look back at what I shared in 2015, and I'll put the link in the show notes here. I bought this Moleskine 12-month daily planner, and these awesome, amazing little books right here. There was one for each month, and they were perfect. They fit in your pocket, front pocket, or back pocket. And what I used was I was trying to use the Austin Kleon idea of creating a logbook. And so each day, um, I just made note of different things that happened each day. And I was making notes, just what I wanted to, weather, key ideas. I just kind of logged the day. Some days I went through and tried to put one word to describe each day. They weren't very positive. Long day, busy, good, bad. And I was really good in January. I was in really good in February. Actually, the labeling, the stuff was really good as well. I got into March, I kept decorating. I had an eye to keep my eye on things. March, also really good. But then I started to die off there at the end of March. April, I started, it would get going. It was hot, hit or miss. And by May, done deal. And I didn't do it. And I think the reason why was these things didn't feel real to me. It just kind of became like a little thing where I'd make a little note, but I didn't think much about it. And so then I started moving to my moleskin, much larger ones, and I just started jotting things down in general. And I started working on my conference things, my conference notes. I started thinking about different things, and this became a hodgepodge. But I was writing every single day, which was really important. I then moved into this notebook, kind of like a Moleskine. It's just a different version, and actually one that I like even more. Um, and so as I went through, I did not create an index like I should have. But what I started to do was I just started every day to write the date down when I made notes. And I just have all sorts of stuff from each day. Ideas when I write was reading books, blogging ideas, things when I was reading on magazines, listening to podcasts, just brainstorming ideas, websites to explore. And what I'm currently doing is going back through this and trying to see what's worthy and what's not. And you can see I've just got a lot of stuff in here. Um, and this became very powerful. I wrote more in the last couple of months than I ever have before. The problem is that I don't know where anything is. So I think there's a lot of amazing ideas in here. I just don't know where they are or what to do with them. So then that leads me into 2016. What am I going to be doing? What I'm doing is I've had this on standby and I'm ready to go. And I've created a bullet journal. I actually bought a limited edition one when it was on Kickstarter. And you don't have to have something this fancy. But what I'm going to be doing is using the bullet journal and adapting it to meet my needs. So I've already started to put the index in here. I went through with my daughter the other night and we created our future log. You can see that I have that here. You can see I actually already goofed up right away and I've got the first 6 months and second months backwards. I then went through and created my January, and you can see that I'm already starting to toy with some ideas and I'll share more soon. But this is going to be my weight tracker for the month. Still working on creating some goals here. And then what I'm doing is just developing some ideas for a future project called Tremendous Teachers PD, a 9-month PD program I'm working on for educators. And so I'm just starting to work and index this. But the beauty is having that index at the beginning of the thing, I will now know where all my stuff is. I'll be able to go right to it and be like, okay, there it is. And so now as I work through this, I'm really, really excited. I'm going to start to take these pages when January starts here in a few days, and I'm just going to do it one day at a time. Hopefully it's a full page. Write down quotes, ideas, things that I feel. Kind of taking this, but more cohesive and organized. And a little bit of this. What was my word for the day? What was I feeling? What did I accomplish? And so what I've done is I've already started to compile some things that I want to use as I read, and I'm decluttering my office as we speak. And so as I find some things, I've been cutting them out because I don't know when I'm going to need them, but I'm going to store them. And so when I have them, I can tape them right in. And so I've been keeping track of some of these things as we go through. And so this is the start to my bullet journal. I am going to be using the symbol system of the dots and the X's and so forth, and the bullet journal challenge as well. But my goal for 2016 is to develop my own bullet journal philosophy, keeping track of books and coffee and music, blogging ideas, and just things that I'm getting done every day. Because I go back and look through what I logged in here, it is exciting. There's a lot of little tiny memories that I completely forgot about that had I not wrote them in here would have been lost forever. Like, let me get you a good one here. But I don't want it to be a diary. It's got to be more than that. And so that's where I'm going to be working to make it productive, using the ideas of the bullet journal to create tasks and goals and meet my achievements. And so I'm currently working on here, and I'll update it when it's all ready to go for January, how I'm mapping out my year, how I'm making it all happen. But I'm still working through that right now. And so here's an example. On January 2nd of last year, Frankie May, my dog, stepped in poop, but she loves the bass. And we ate at Olive Garden for Aiden's birthday. And there it is. Kind of cool to see what I was reading, what we were doing. I did some exercise, which was really cool. Ava sings all day. So that's kind of cool to see. And so this part's exciting. This part's exciting because this is the inside of my brain. And now moving toward the bullet journal organized system, I'll be able to find everything, because here I can't find it when I need it. The last thing is I like to keep more than one notebook. And so this basic notebook here is another one that I've funded on Kickstarter. What I like about this one, as you can see here, it's got your days of the week with your hours, an activity for the day, and your goals and tasks for the week. And so I may try to mimic this. This seems really busy to me, but taking this idea and merging it into here in my bullet journal seems like an ideal plan. So there it is, just a rough idea of where I'm going to be, what I'm thinking, and what I'm doing. I would love to hear about you, how you're organizing your notebooks, what techniques are you using, what do you structure, what do you keep, what notebooks do you prefer, and let's just keep sharing, because that's how we get better. One notebook at a time with quality pens. There it is. So until January 1st, there's a little insight into what I'm working on here in the Coffee Chug Nerd Factory. Thanks, guys.